See if we got the constables pulling up here today. Maybe they will. Let's see. I don't see transport vehicle there. Yep, right up here. As you can see, the constables just as I get to the road again. Obviously they're waiting there. I can't see the car number though. So special constables pulling up to Stock just as I about to cross shortly after leaving work this morning. And these are the two actors they often have coming down here. The surveillance role players there. Often they'll send them by. Those two specifically, I've seen them numerous times. Wandering up here at this time. So special constable vehicle there just as I get to the road, similar to what you saw last week, the day they set up that acting skit. 2 acting skits in the last 2 weeks, so we'll see what we have today. Maybe they'll shut down the train today or something like that. We'll see. I don't know that I'll film for as long as last time, because stuff's becoming a bit generic, but we'll capture the footage. But I don't know that I will spend as much time there as the last time when they do that. So as you can see, they're tracking my movements and when I leave work as well. These psychopaths with that organization, OC Transport Constables, not attending to anything because they don't do any real work. You'll see drug addicts utilizing hard drugs in transit terminals in Ottawa, and these people won't be anywhere there. You'll see people trespassing and damaging property at transit terminals in Ottawa, and these people will be nowhere near the area. Yet when you see me show up at transit terminals in Ottawa, they're right there. Or when I'm leaving work, they're waiting for me to leave my workplace and driving up alongside me to harass and intimidate. So that was for today. We'll get that one online. Put a tweet out with that one as well. And that's Dan Rogers thinking that he's somehow gonna one up you if he continues to do these childish games, and it just makes the people who he's exploiting seem even more foolish and childish. So hopefully he keeps it up. But yeah, that's what we've been seeing for over 3 years now. Use these glasses. Wind's a little bit cold today, actually. November wind. Okay, he'll enter as I enter. You'll see the guy here, pacing back and forth here. Oh, that's the same guy here they sent the other time to trespass. As you can see, he's waiting here today. I think it's him. Pretty sure it's the same. So as I arrive, you'll see, he'll probably, yeah, it's the same guy. Same guy. Just has a black coat on. Same guy from the video they sent to trespass so far. Yeah, following, as you can see now again. Same guy. I think he paid that time though. Yeah, same guy. Because they use the dogs just as props so that they can do these things here. So, nothing more than a prop. The same way they use children. They use their own children as props, the people in this deranged society. They'll use their own children as props. They'll exploit their own children. All of that stuff. So, and they train their children just to do the most criminal acts. They train them, they bring them up to have no conscience, no basic decency, to be deceitful, to train them in gaslighting techniques, inversion, lying incessantly. And that's all throughout this country too. It's just who you have around you, unless you live in an isolated area. If you're in any of these cities, that's what's everywhere now. So, obviously, as the generations have gone on, it became police there. Yeah, police across the street as I arrived here. I'll just show you here. You see police there across the street. I'm gonna go down here. I'll show you police waiting as I come to my work tonight. We're getting closer. Turn back here and watch from here. It's the drug trafficking Masons there parked across the street, just sitting there doing nothing. Oh no, that's them there. They just drove by. The police there, see? Ottawapolice waiting for me to arrive. They were parked across the street there. I have footage of them, night before last as well, driving back and forth in front of my workplace. So I'm just going to show you here. They're going to go turn, I think, there on the left. Yeah, police were waiting there for me tonight. And let's see where I think they turned left, it looks like. Or they continued on down further there. But I did catch that with the glasses. So they're positioned on the opposite side of the street as I was coming down. And waiting for my arrival. And then just as I started coming down there, I hesitated and turned back to see where they're going to go. And then they drive back around. They turned and came back around this way. And I think they went straight down there, actually, now from this vantage point, because I didn't see the car turn. So they went straight down that way. Yeah, straight ahead there. Okay. And that's all the police do in Canada. All they do is perform acts, deceive, stage fake events, traffic drugs, sell drugs. That's the purpose of Canadian police, and they're all Masons. And if you're not a part of their pedophile Masonic Brotherhood, then they see you as subhuman, and so they get to break the laws that they lie to you about because they don't actually uphold those laws. They just lie and say that they do, right? Because communitarianism, once the system was brought in and implemented, that changed the whole system where police don't actually uphold laws. And so they're all deranged psychopaths. There's not one, you will not find one single person in any police organization in Canada who hasn't been conditioned to be a psychopath. And then send in another person here. And so that's all they are. They're sick people. They're sick, just really, really sick people. Every single thing they do at their jobs consists of lying, deceiving, inversion, doing things to completely subvert all freedoms in the country. Officers sell drugs when they're off duty. Officers attend the same lodges as child molesters, because that's what Freemasonry, at the higher levels, they're involved in that type of thing. So, all throughout the country, that's all you have. You see them with their tattoos with that scorpion symbol, which is a mockery of the Bible, and the verse about treading on snakes and scorpions, right? So they have that scorpion tattoo. You'll also see that Gadsden flag, which a lot of these fake controlled opposition groups that pretend to be for freedom but are really just Satanists. That flag as well with the serpent symbol, that's also part of the whole. And each time I upload a video, these criminal psychopaths continue their harassment, stalking. There are a bunch of violent criminal thugs who terrorize citizens. And every single thing they do at their jobs is a lie. They have gang tattoos all over their arms, most of them. And they think that the tattoos are somehow making them unique, when in reality, it strips them of individualism, because all of them are doing it. There's nothing unique about it. And inking up all your skin, there's nothing unique or individualistic about that. That's just making you a part of the mindless herd of all the other people who you see doing it, so you emulate it. But they're extraordinarily stupid, the people in these positions. Extraordinarily dumb. And extraordinarily self-absorbed, and everything is about the ego. And so that's the Ottawa Police sending people to wait for me tonight as I am on my way to my destination, and I got the footage. So I'll go back this way. I just want to see if there's any more down there. And, so that shows you further proof as well that these psychopaths with the police are tracking my movements to stalk and harass and intimidate me as I simply try to go to my job. Their job, on the other hand, consists of just terrorizing people, setting up staged events, ensuring that violent criminal drug dealers can operate freely. That's what the job of Canadian police officers is. And it doesn't matter where you go in the country, that's what Canadian police officers are doing. And it all comes back to Freemasonry. So lawlessness and the system that has been imposed without any consent of the people with communitarianism, simply with sending NGOs to go into communities and enforce it, and then using the large numbers of families of Freemasons who they control to go in and push these lies and push these agendas, because they're already on the payroll, so they get all the benefits. So that's how it's been imposed. It's totalitarianism, and nothing short of that, actually. For that. just exited the station. Sounds like siren there. Although it's behind the other direction. Just gonna switch this over. Just down to this side. But that's why they want to force everyone into those smart cities, because you'll have people like that all around you, living around you, following you into stores. Basically, wherever you go, that's what they're going to have. And anyone who isn't a part of that system is going to get swarmed and mobbed. And okay. Huh? As I get to the bus stop up here, police. Yeah, police coming just as I come out, exit the station and come to the bus stop. Where's the exit? See the car number here? 7501. Ottawa police showing up to harass and intimidate just as I step out from the station and arrive at the bus stop here. That was intentional just for my arrival. He'll shut it off as he goes further down. That's the stalking, drug trafficking Freemasons from the Ottawapolice, who do nothing but harass people, traffic drugs, and stage fake skits, street theater skits. So this is the bus stop right here. So he had that time for my exiting there and coming out to the stop. The stop's just right in front of the terminal. So that's the drug trafficking cops there. And see who's going to follow me today here. Here we go, right? Here we go as well, of course, right? See, this is why they want you in one of these smart cities. This is what's going to surround you all the time. Whenever you go out, this here, you'll be surrounded by this. Get hand signal, don't you notice? The hand signal to the side of the head. So that's just an act too. They have to have them show up just right when you get here as well. So again, like I said before, they use the dog simply as a prop. They don't really care about the dogs at all. It's just a prop to give them an excuse to just creepily show up whenever someone arrives, or whenever they go out. It lends plausible deniability to it. Just like when they have them go out to pretend, to smoke. They'll get people who actually smoke, of course, to do it, but it's just for plausible deniability. That's how we do these things.